How's everybody doing? My name's Betchman, and welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC shenanigans, stuff, things, everything else, as we are back with a very new team and one that caught attention very, very quickly over the Grand Champion Festival Encore that was hosted by Scraw over this past weekend, and a lot of interesting teams came out of it, a lot of different builds, and this was one of the most popular ones that came in, or not most popular, but the kind of team that stuck out and captured everybody's attention, and ultimately was the team that ended up winning the entire tournament out of about almost 4,300 people by Alex Underhill. It's a really cool team that I want to go through with you, as it features a lot of different aspects. Obviously, as you can see, it is going to feature Charizard. This is not going to be the exact team that he used with his spreads. There was a mock-up that was made that I will link their Twitter as well for the individual that made up the rental team or replica team for you guys to try out. But that's what we're going to be testing today, so it's going to be as close as possible. But without further ado, we'll go in and go over the team. Now, it is a very cool team. It does obviously include Charizard, which is just the best Mega that is on the current regulation. You can try and beat it all you want, but unfortunately it just has been the number one Mega through regulation MA and MB. This one is going to be obviously a little bit more on the bulky side. It's going to be rocking Heat Wave, Weather Ball, Solar Beam, and Protect, so it's going to be a pretty standard Charizard set, but the rest of the team is definitely anything but that. Next is going to be Grimmsnarl, which is a great supporting Pokemon. Its stats are pretty much the same as you would always see them, besides the fact that the nature word is going to be a slower speed. This is so that you can underspeed opposing Grimmsnarls and be able to get your weather up comparatively to theirs, so that you have that kind of advantage. It is going to be running Spirit Break, Reflect, Light Screen, and Parting Shot, and it will have the Light Clay. Next is going to be your second weather on the team. So first was Charizard, second is going to be Pelipper. So yes, this team has dual weather. It's going to be a much bulkier Pelipper. Still going to be modest, but it's going to be very bulky, lots of HP. It's going to be able to hit, live a lot of attacks. You're not really worried about electric types at all, because I think in the tournament it was like maybe 10% of all teams had an electric type, which the only two that mean anything is going to be Mega Raichu, X or Y, which you never see X, and Rotom. This Pelipper is going to be having the Citrus Berry with Weather Ball, Hurricane, Tailwind, and Wide Guard. And of course, you can't have Pelipper without its partner Archaludon, which this is going to be, again, pretty bulky Archaludon. It's going to have standard moveset of Flash Cannon, Dragon Pulse, Electro Shot, and Protect. It's really nice because you can kind of swap between weathers where they think that you're going to go for the rain. You can completely negate that. You can just swap back and forth, and Archaludon can end up being a menace really fast. Next up is going to be Basculegion, which again is just one of the best Pokemon in the current regulation. It's going to be pretty standard with Scarf, where it's going to be max attack and speed, and it's going to be Jolly. It's going to be rocking Wave Crash, Aqua Jet, Last Respects, and Flip Turn with obviously adaptability. And last, rounding out the team, is going to be Venusaur. I love Venusaur. I'm glad to see it finally get some recognition. It is going to just be your kind of standard max speed, max special attack, rocking Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, Sleep Powder, and Protective Chlorophyll. So again, like I said, you can swap back and forth between the weathers, between Charizard and Pelipper. You could have Rain Up and then swap Charizard in, get off some cheeky Sleep Powders, maybe even get something like a Sludge Bomb into a Floette, or an Earth Power into an opposing Archaludon. So this team features a lot of really cool things. I'm really excited to try it because it's just such a different team, and there were several people who used it and just dominated the field with it. So without further ado, we'll get into some matches. I will show the replica code real quick, and then we'll jump into it. Alright, and once again, here is the replica code for the team for you guys to try it out yourselves. Really cool looking team. It's so different seeing dual weather, and it's just so funny being able to see that just about anybody can be Mega Charizard Y's best friends, including Pelipper. So super cool team. You guys will definitely have to give it a shot and let me know what you guys think, because it wouldn't surprise me at all once we come to Worlds if this is one of the top performing teams at Worlds. So without further ado, we'll jump into some matches, see how it does. Okay, and first battle with the team, we're going against what looks like a pretty hyper offensive team with Glamora, Whimsicott, Garchomp, which I'm going to assume is going to be Scarf. Charizard, Mega Staraptor, and a Basculegion. So pretty interesting team to kind of start things off here. One of the funny things we can do if we wanted to is just go for like Grimmsnarl, Archaludon, switch into Pelipper and back and forth and whatnot. We also could just rip into Charizard Venu and try to get some cheeky Sleep Powders, which would help a lot. Kind of wanting to go that route. And then I'm trying to think, does it make more sense to have Pelipper and Arch? Maybe it makes more sense to have Basque and Pelipper. I do think Pelipper's nice to have here. Archaludon actually looks pretty good too, but I think Basculegion will be better potentially. So we're gonna go Basque. I think Basque is better just because we can hit his opposing Basculegion. We do hit Glimmer for really big damage, and we're fast. Sitting at 1881 right now for our rating, so let's see what we can do with this team. I was kind of thinking that would be the case between Glamora and Whimsicott, which is totally fine with me. If we can get a good Sleep Powder here, it would be great. So we're going to go for the Mega, and we're going to go for Sleep Powder into Glim. By doing that, it does make Whimsicott put into a difficult position of needing to, basically making the decision between going Encore to Encore Charizard into Protect, or Encore Venu into Sleep Powder. Should be Power Gem into Charizard. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Okay. It was a really obvious play, but still. And we do land Sleep Powder, so that puts us in a really good spot immediately. So now the question is who is he going to Encore? I sort of just want to go for Heat Wave. Because I feel like he might just go into Charizard. And we're going to go Earth Power into Glim. He doesn't Encore either Pokemon, which is kind of insane to me. We do have our Sash broken, and that's totally fine. It is Life Orb for Whimsicott. Huh? What on earth is this guy cooking? We do see the Sash on Glimmer. I mean, that makes sense, but Life Orb for Whimsicott is crazy. I guess let him cook. We do land Heat Wave, and we do get the double KO, so that's going to be it for Glimmer and Whimsicott. Yeah, let him cook. I feel that maybe Mental Herb or Fairy Feather might work out a little bit better than Life Orb. Which definitely means that his Garchomp is going to be Scarfed. 100%. Staraptor Garchomp. Oh, Basculegion. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world there. Let's see. I know we outspeed Basque, but we're not going to outspeed Staraptor. So I kind of just want to go with that there and Protect Venu. I don't know if that's the right play or not. I know he's going to... let's see. I knew he was going to go for Mega on Staraptor. That was kind of obvious. But I don't want him to take out Venu just yet. So we're going to Protect Venu. Hopefully we can get Solar Beam off. Ooh, do I live that? Barely. He does go Dual Wing Beat into Venu. Okay. So we're wrong. It's actually going to be Scarf on the Basculegion. That is going to one-shot Basque, so... Goodness. Once again, Charizard just showing how incredibly dominant it is. We didn't even have to use anything else on the team. Just Charizard and Venu just too strong. Way too strong. Which is funny because it was a common thing in Reg MA, but it's apparently underexplored in Regulation MB, so got one win. We'll jump into the next and see if we can't keep this going. Okay, next battle, it's looking pretty hyper-offensive again. We're going to see our Archaludon, Glimora, Megastaraptor, Garchomp, Whimsicott, which I'm assuming is not going to be Life Orb this time, and King Gambit. So we got some options that we can do here. Part of me just wants to go... I almost want to go Pelipper and Basque. Maybe that's a wrong call, but maybe it's not. It's interesting seeing our Archaludon on the team without a rain setter. Because he doesn't have anybody that can set rain. So because of that, I kind of just want to lead a Charizard and Venu again. And then go Pelipper... Probably Pelipper and Bass, to be honest. I don't see any reason to go Grim. It's not going to benefit us too much. Like, yeah, Screens is nice, but it's not going to be really all that important, I don't think, in this match. I'm interested on the Arch set, though, because it could be like a Scarf Archaludon. Once again, we're going to see Glimora and a Whimsicott. We're going to go Charizard, Venu, so we're going to, same thing, we're going to Mega Evolve, we're going to Protect, we're going to go Sleep Powder into, I mean, yeah, just Sleep Powder Glimora, why not? A little bit of Deja Vu, but we're going to do it again. Worked the first time, so we might as well just go for it the second time. The sun goes up. He's probably going to go for Tailwind, most likely. We are going to see Tailwind. Is it going to be super obvious again in the Charizard, or are we predicting it? We're predicting it. Okay, it is going to be a Sludge Bomb. It's a big Sludge Bomb. Life Orb Glim. Okay, so we could have taken it out. And we do miss the Sleep Powder, so that doesn't feel good. That put us in a really bad spot. Let's go Basque, and let's go Earth Power into Glim, if we can. But he should be going Power Gem, maybe Encore? Maybe. He goes Encore, actually, into the Zard spot, and just goes for taking out Venu. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine. So we should be able to take out Glim with a, I'm thinking we can take it out with a Aqua Jet, potentially. How obvious is it? It's so obvious that I go for it. Honestly, I think I just do this. I'm going to swap the weather. With adaptability or max attack, I feel like Aqua Jet should KO it. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it takes it out every single time. I know it's got decent defense, but it's not going to ever live that. Downside is we are going to be poisoned. Moonblast does go into Basque. It'll do a decent chunk to us. Not great. If he does go into his art... Okay, perfect. So this is what's going to be funny about this team. Is now I'm going to swap Zard in for Basque, and I'm going to go... I'm going to go Weather Ball into Whimsicott. See if I could get him with a Electro Shot, which would be really funny. And does he have it? Ooh, it's Thunderbolt. That I wasn't expecting. That's bad. That's really bad, actually. Ooh, that was a very good play by my opponent. So I think he got me with this. I did not expect the Thunderbolt or Archaludon to come out. Definitely made a mistake with going for the Sleep Powder on Glim. It was probably better just to go for Earth Power. but live and learn. At this point, I don't see there being a way for us to really win. I can go for Heat Wave, hope for a burn, and go for something like Last Respects into, it doesn't really matter who I hit here. I guess I can go into Arch. He's going to set Tailwind. He's going to go Thunderbolt. Just depends on who he's going Thunderbolt into, because it's most likely Basque. If I could have protected, I would have. Probably would have made more sense to go Aqua Jet into Whimsicott now that I think about it. We do land Heat Wave on both. Holy moly. Do we get a burn on anybody? That would be crazy if we got double burn. No burns. Okay. I still don't see there being any shot at us winning. If I would have gone for... Oh, wait. I just realized that's not Stamina Archelodon. That is, probably Stalwart. Do I eat both of these hits? Do I eat a Thunderbolt? I do not, so... Very interesting team by my opponent. Did not expect Thunderbolt on Archelodon. I guess I should have how his team was set up. But an interesting team nonetheless. Definitely could have played it a little bit better. Need to stop going for the gamble on these Sleep Powders, although it is kind of fun to go for. So we'll jump into the next one, see if we can't go 2-1. Okay, and what I'm assuming is going to be our last battle here. It's going to be against a Rain team with, I'm assuming, Mega Raichu, Mega Arrow. Also could be Mega Venu, then Archelodon, Grim, and Pelly. So we definitely have some interesting Pokemon here on the field. Grim could be pretty good here. I also kind of want to go Charizard Venu again because I want to gamble for the Sleep Powders. I don't think that's the best thing to go for here. Grim and Arch isn't that bad of an option. He could do the same thing, and then we're just like in this really awkward Stalwart. I'm gonna go for it again. I'm going for Grim, and then I'm not gonna bring Pelipper on my end. I'm gonna bring Arch. I don't think there's a need to go for Pelipper since he's definitely going to bring the rain. We can safely just go with this route instead. However, I am fearful of the Raichu, so it's definitely going to be Raichu Y. Yep, there's Raichu and Aerodactyl. We're going Charizard Venu, so if it's dual Wing Beat Arrow, that's going to be a problem. Most likely he's going to go Fake Out on Raichu. I think he's going to go Tailwind. If I'm making a hard prediction, I'm going to go Weather Ball into Raichu. And I'm going to protect Venu. I'm going to go really hard prediction here. So my thought process is he's going to go for Fake Out into Venu, knowing that it has a Sash. He's then going to set the Tailwind with his Aerodactyl. I'm not seeing a Mega Evolution, though, from either of his Pokemon, which has now concerned me. Okay, so I got the Fake Out prediction correct. Let me see the Tailwind prediction correct. That's bad. Please miss Charizard. I don't know if we live. Definitely not. So that's not great. So we got the Fake Out prediction right, but we got the rest wrong. So what do we want to do now? I think at this point, man, this is really bad. I can't go Light Screen and go for Sleep Powder into Arrow. It's either that or I'd go for... You know what? Go for Reflect. Reflect into Sleep Powder should be fine, because he might go dual Wing Beat. So it's definitely not over. I'm really curious why he hasn't gone for a Mega Evolution on anything, and Venu is just not getting it done for us. Okay, Taunt on Aerodactyl. What is this team? I'm gonna Spirit Break Raichu, and I'm gonna Sleep Powder again? Come on, Venu. Venu did so well for us in the first game, and now it's just not going great. Okay, so he's gonna get the rain up so that he can be faster. Probably go for dual Wing Beats? Oh, it's just Rock Slide. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're gambling, and we're not winning. It's all a part of the gamble. Things just got horribly bad. This Aerodactyl is just a giant pain to deal with right now. I'm taunted. Spirit Break. Archaladon? If Veno could have landed one stinking, it's gonna be into Grim, okay. Doesn't really do anything. We're gonna Spirit Break again. Lower him even more. And he's -2. We're really not fearing it. Citrus Berry is fine. I'm just so baffled by this Aerodactyl set. I'm gonna Spirit Break again to that slot in case he... You know what? I think he's gonna go for Raichu in that slot. So I'm gonna double the Pelipper slot. And that could be why he was staying in base Raichu and not Mega. Okay, show me Raichu. Perfect. This Aerodactyl is Ice Fang, Rock Slide, Taunt. We have yet to see its last move. Spirit Break is going to do how much? It's almost going to take out Raichu, but not quite. I can go Parting Shot if I want to into Raichu. Do I have Light Screen up? No, I have Reflect. I kind of just want to go Light Screen. Light Screen into Dragon Pulse? Is that crazy? It's going to be Raichu Y. Why he held on to... I mean, I guess it does make sense again because he had the weather issue, but it's like he held on to it for so long. We'll see that it's -1 with Light Screen. How much is a Focus Blast going to do? He goes Ice Fang again into Grim, which isn't really doing anything. How much is Focus Blast going to do? It tickles Archaladon at this point. So we're not out of this. We're not out of this yet. I'm going to take Raichu out. Bringing Grim and setting screens was a really good idea. We do just need to really get rid of this Aerodactyl that is just being the bane of our existence right now. Neither one of my Pokemon are taunted at this point. He goes for his Archaladon, which is fine. I'm going to Parting Shot it, and I'm going to go for Electro Shot into Arrow. I feel like he keeps going Ice... the main reason he's going Ice Fang most likely is because he doesn't want to get Stamina Boost onto Arch, which when he has Pelipper, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but we're going to swap out. We want his Arch to be as weak as possible. Again, we could have gone into his Arrow, but it's fine. He finally shows his last move, which is going to be Tailwind. So most likely it's going to be a Scarf Aerodactyl. I'm assuming that's going to go into Venu. Doesn't really do much of anything with the light screen, and it was neutral because I did go for the parting shot. So this Aerodactyl didn't even have Protect. Tailwind, Ice Fang, Rock Slide, Taunt. Super interesting set. Honestly, didn't even realize that Aerodactyl could learn Taunt. So rain stops. I'm +1. His is not. He's gonna most likely go for. I'm gonna protect Venu, and his last Pokemon is Pelipper, so I'm just gonna go for Dragon Pulse into Aerodactyl. You can't protect it. We already confirmed its 4 moves that it does have. Goes for Rock Slide as he's gonna try and go for some cheeky flinches, which is gonna do absolutely nothing. He goes Dragon Pulse into our Archelodon, which is going to get a little bit of damage, but not much. And we do not flinch, thankfully. So he's got Pelipper left, and he's got his Archelodon left. If we had control over the weather, it would make things a little easier for us, but it's not out of the woods yet. It's not over. So I'm thinking here. I mean, do I double Pelipper? I got Light Screen up. He's got how many turns of Tailwind? He's got 2 turns left. Honestly, it might be time to sack Grim. Go here and then go Electroshot into Pelipper. Venu does feel important because I can get a big Earth Power off into his Archelodon. He's going to go Electroshot, so it's faster than his Pelipper, which is fine. That should be in the Grim, I'm assuming. Oh, it's actually into Archelodon, who eats it. Pelipper does go Hurricane into that slot, which is a-okay. Grim goes down. Every fiber of my gambler's mindset is telling me not to go for Sleep Powder once we get Venu in, but I really want to. Now it's +1 on our Archelodon. Ours is +2. And we are going to have to protect here. So Reflect goes away, that's fine. I do think that we win it at this point. It's the question of, do I want to be super greed or not? And I'm feeling like I shouldn't. I should just go Earth Power because that's a safer play. And go... I can... He's +1, right? He's +1. I have Light Screen up. I should be fine. I feel like that should be fine. I'm debating if I should protect Venusaur or not, but... to really... Something's telling me I need to protect. And Depulse Archelodon. Because if he is faster and does enough damage to Venu, it's going to actually put us in a really bad spot. So he does go Dragon Pulse into Venu, so good read by us. We're going to do really big damage to his Archelodon. So even though we lost Mega Charizard immediately, this team had a lot of different answers for it that put us back in the driver's seat. Tailwind goes away, we are faster than his Archelodon, we can just simply go for an Earth Power and another Dragon Pulse, and that'll wrap up the game. This is a really cool team, it's a really cool concept. I don't have all the experience in the world with it, but I can see why the team does as well as it does. It as it's so cool just being able to swap between weathers. There's so many different like leads and things in the back that you can run with as well. And Earth Power is going to do it, so we are going to be able to go 2-1 with this crazy dual weather team. And that, again, Alex Underhill was able to pilot to win the Grand Champions Festival Encore, because it was the second time that we did it. So, able to go 2-1. Again, I will showcase the replica code for you guys to try out yourselves. Again, this is not going to be the exact spreads for how Alex ran his team or how anyone else in the tournament ran it, but it is just kind of like a guesstimate on what the team would look like. So I will showcase that so you guys can give it a shot yourselves. And once again, here is the replica code for the team. Again, super cool team. Really liked how it flowed. Definitely in Game 2 was mostly user error, as I for sure was not expecting the Thunderbolt on the Archelodon, and wasn't expecting it to not be stamina, so I'm fairly certain it was Stalwart. It may have been Sturdy, but who knows. Team feels really, really good. Basilican is always going to be good. The swapping between the weathers is amazing. Grim is just one of the, probably, between it and Wims, I'd say it's like top 2 support right now in the meta, just because you get screens, you have Parting Shot, you have Spirit Break to take things down like Omega Raichu Y or any other special attacker. So Grimmsnarl is amazing. Archelodon on this team feels really, really good. I honestly feel like this might be the best iteration for a team for Archelodon, being able to swap between weathers, being able to have Tailwind, Wide Guard. Like, there's so many things on this team that just do an incredible job. You can even, and I didn't showcase it, but you could even go with leading Charizard and Pelipper, showcasing that, yeah, I can go Rain, or I can switch into the Sun mode and then go Wide Guard, which is an option I could have done against that Aerodactyl. That was a super crazy set, but needless to say, this team is a lot of fun. I can see why it did so well in the tournament, and it would not surprise me if this team does really, really well in Worlds and picks up quite a bit. So let me know what you guys think. Here's the team. Here are the spreads. Again, it'll be linked in the description of the video as well if you guys want to try it there, if I could speak. And I will see you guys in the next video.